Disney did take Buh, B-U-H, and it's just originally for Quarter Jade animation that I was gonna do. That was an upgrade with hair physics, Quarter Jade City on like Gumdrop. Um, and they were gonna say like Quarter Jade. Okay, so it starts with old brother with Quarter City on. I Gumdrop says bruh, and then it's just a little small one-liner. Quarter Jade, which she created herself because I actually like got influenced by a clip that actually happened a couple years ago where she's like mumbling something and then she said "buh," and then like I guess that was like ringing in my ear when I was writing because they were living together. There was like a triumvirate, right? It was funny to me that they were like doing that. Also, by the way, with the Pokimane musical, that was in defense for Pokimane. I don't know why people might take it the wrong way. Don't take that the wrong way. Do not do that. That is something to reveal literally what the LSF community is like. They're, will be ridiculous, crazy, say a lot of stuff that is not real, and then they'll just say a lot of messed up stuff in general. So that's exactly what that was. Who's the queen of Twitch is just ironic to make it Valkyrae because guess what? It's way funnier that it became Valkyrae because, yeah, they were living together at the time that I was writing it. So let's go into what happened last night. That was crazy. Cutie Cinderella had a bam jam wham thank you ma'am of a Christmas concert. And I went to it, right? And when I arrived, I was like standing, I was just like kind of just like, not really knowing what to do because it was like nothing to do. I was like, oh, I came like literally early, and then it was like not really much of like information on the start time except 7 p.m. And I was like, oh, is this a line? And it's like the dude, so I was like, no. oh. Oh, but I was already on like, let's say 40 hours of being awake. Not good. Because it was just like, to get this done, I needed to still work. So I was like, I gotta just work. So I worked, ordered an Airbnb, at 12 p.m. the day of, driving down. It's like 3 hours away. You know what else is 3 hours away? That's why I didn't feel like anything. Norfolk, Virginia, and Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is where my college was, Old Dominion University. Oh yeah, and let me just clear this also, because I have to do this right now. Hello, my name is Marcus Bell, aka Butler Bell, aka Comserval PV, Comserval. All the same person. Hello, Saz, hello, Saz, always. No, yes. I just don't know what to say. And let's get this out of the way also. All right, two things. The woman at the Christmas concert that called Natsumi, I very do apologize to you. It was a mean thing to say, but I had to say it because everyone because I went up to someone and said like, I called her Natsumi, knowing that she wasn't Natsumi. Natsumi was wearing black. If you don't know, I watch Natsumi every day. Every day. No, but I'm serious. Like, I needed to say something wild to get a reaction from the streamers because they were acting as if I wasn't me. So like, I was thinking to myself, so this is what happens in my life. I make a whole mixed reality musical about Greek God X and Pokimane, and now the next one that's coming is the Austin Show musical, which is gonna be like this, man. It's gonna be like I'm preparing for it to be like the best thing that's ever happened. And then just expected me to come up in my kabuki gear. Yeah, I know I know I'm of Filipino descent. I can't speak Tagalog. My mother grew up in Jersey. Like, I need to call my mom, by the way. And by the way, my father's name starts with an S. Man, crazy things. Crazy things. But alas. Wait, hold on. I do digress, honestly. Yeah, like, basically, it was the weirdest thing that I've ever had to go through because everyone was literally, while they're streaming, I'm telling you, dude, it was crazy. Because I was thinking, like, did you guys really not? Okay, and then let's address another thing. Kaide. What I said was not meant to be mean-spirited in the chat at all. And it was meant lightly in general. I typed something in Kaide's chat and it was not good to type. So I do apologize because I know how that could be misconstrued in the most negative context, right? But in context, literally it was that she said, I'm throwing, and then I said, I know, I'm trying to get all the most important things out. I'm sorry. She said, I'm throwing. It was like she was playing Detroit Become Human. And then I said, oh, not another woman throwing. And yeah, that totally makes it seem like, I'm being condescending. And it's not really meant in the condescending way. She didn't even tie me out, just banned me, right? Because I can explain this simply, like, I don't want to offend her, because if I'm gonna be honest, man, even if you don't mean something, and I know this is true, that's why I was like, I immediately I apologize. I just apologize. I'm sorry. Like, seriously, I wish I could make amends, but it's just a viewer thing, right? It's just a viewer thing. So, in general, like, as a streamer, right, as a personality on the internet, that is not acceptable. And I do take, blame for kind of like going in that direction. And I do apologize. I do. So, like, because, okay. When I'm like talking in chats, sometimes I kind of type something out. You know what I mean? People might think it's an intrusive thought, but I know there's like, poor mental health with Kaide. So she always thinks that there's something like people in the chat always berating her. She's hearing things from Valorant, and then guys are always coming after her. She's developing this opinion about guys, and now like this thing, I don't know who the dude is, like this Andrew Tate guy came out of nowhere somewhere this year. I don't even know who that guy is. I don't agree with anything he says, but then it's like you start realizing that like the tide is shifting, right, in gaming for women, because like basically people are kind of like letting things fly when a female streamer's in their game, letting things fly when things are like, coming after, a lot of people like to come after women, specifically in games. They have to deal with a lot, right? This is a situation where I typed out something in Kaide's chat, and then I got banned for it. It wasn't a timeout. It wasn't like, definitely, in my opinion, egregious, but it was definitely condescending, right? And definitely can be taken as condescending no matter how, like, nicely I try to put it. So, like, I'm gonna be honest. So, I noticed that, like, yes, I am the butler. Hello, sir. Okay, where was I? Okay, so basically what happened with when I typed it, I was actually thinking about, like, how hard on, you know, herself as a woman she is. And so, like, you can notice a person's poor mental health start to bubble, you know what I mean? And then everything you do, right, is basically like the worst. And I'm always boosting her spirits in the chat all the time, right? But she shouldn't, I don't think she needs to feel the pressure, and she can make a mistake. So it was meant a little sarcastically, definitely wasn't taken sarcastically. That's why I put lol on the end of it. Because it's like, Kaede, why do you think because you're a woman you can't even make a mistake? And it's like, you should let yourself make mistakes in a video game as a quick time action game, and it's basically, you know, you're just playing a video game that has like low buttons. What's up, Morris Young? What's up? Through Elisa Jordana. I don't know who that is. Okay, so like you can start to like see the angle that was definitely not translated because it's text. It's not, I didn't add anything over, and then it was like in 2 seconds it was banned. So like definitely why text is like always something that gets you in trouble. You know? You already timed out? Oh yeah, this, oh no, I'm gonna be honest. I make this strict. I make this chat real strict. People get confused about why I don't stream on my YouTube channel. I wonder why. I wonder what it must have been like right after Redacted. And then everybody came on to, you know, this channel, you know, I'm trying to do things. This is why I think there was a disconnect. Hello, once again, my name is Marcus Bell, Marcus Owen Bell, all right? I have an IMDb page. I have a Backstage.com. Before I did the butler thing, I did the acting thing because I already made it. It was like, this is it, right? We have YouTube. I'm making on YouTube with plot videos. Then got DMCA striked, so I moved all my videos to another channel called Palm Server PV. So now this is like, this channel is like became an empty channel. So this became my, what's up, JJ? It became like a, is that you, JJ? JJ or JJ? This channel became definitely, you know, like an emptier channel at that time. Then I was in college at the same time that happened, right? So I was becoming an actor. I was in the theater degree. My professor, you know, he was of Juilliard descent. He was a director of Juilliard. He taught Viola Davis. Came to Old Dominion, director of, you know, Old Dominion University, right? So no, that's like I'm under his lineage. So like basically, after that, right, I got even into Broadway level stuff, right? Got onto TV, made it as an actor, right? But then I got sexually assaulted. I didn't really feel comfortable to continue on with the company, and I had to lose an opportunity with Nashville. Yeah, literally Nashville. ABC Nashville, and gave me the script. What was the script? The script was me, literally. Like, imagine my anger when my boss came up. Oh, the education department put his hand on my shoulder and was like, "You're not gonna leave us, are you?" After seeing me read the script, that didn't feel nice. All right, so I was like, "Oh, It's like that. I can't like follow my dreams here at the same time working here because it's an audition, right? So I don't know if I'm gonna get it anyway." But they wrote the script for me. It was a person of African descent, right, who sleeps in his car and has a passion for music, right? Plays guitar. And at a time before I got into, well, it was a period right after I graduated where I couldn't, live anywhere. What'd you say? God dang it, the chat. No, JJ. First JJ account, 2015. Oh, yeah. Oh. IBD. My goodness. Irish Butler. He was British. No, I do not want to associate with that. IB2. Yeah, that was not good with the script being like directed for me because, hey, it was rough. Right out of college in 2016, my dad was 3 hours away, right? 3 hours away. What are you gonna do? My dad lent me his car. I slept in it until I could find a rented room. I did what I had to do. I got into Broadway. Gotta do something. But specifically with Kaide, I'm very sorry. And that's it. I want to make amends. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can. So I was like, I guess I'm just banned. That's fine too, right? I'll still watch. I like that stream a lot. I always watch. She's funny and educated. I really respect her. Just don't know. Just like, you get your words twisted, it sucks, man. It really sucks. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. I didn't get a timeout though. That was the biggest thing. I was like, oh, not even a timeout. Okay. Okay. But with the streamers, they did not think I was me. I was Calm Circle. Could you not? Isn't that crazy? They didn't think I was me. The streamers, I'm telling you, I walked in, Cutie Cinderella walked in, right? Turned to the right, boom. Who's that? Because you have to, in order to get into, this is in West Hollywood. In order to get in, you had to be on the list. So she's looking around, and it's like, who's that? Looked at shit, I was like, who's that? And I'm like, because they're expecting the streamer Calm Circle. And they're like, but then start complimenting me, right? Because they're on a actual 50-50. I'm going to be honest, they were actually on a 50-50 with me. Because they're like, Calm Circle, supposed to be Butler Bell, right? I never gave them my full name. So to some of these streamers, they don't know my name is Marcus Bell, Marcus Owen Bell. The person with music on Spotify and, a lot of stuff done with TV and film and theater, right? And then there's a disconnect because on Twitch, I'm streaming a lot of stuff, right? And so people could see, it's kind of funny. Like, I can see it how that can be. So now, okay, right? At a certain point, I deleted all my clips off of Twitch. Because I realized there's no real need to have numbers if you don't really have real heavy hitting clips. You know what I mean? So like on clips on Twitch, or when people go inside and see your clips, you want them to see like some incredible stuff, especially if you're trying to really be remembered or develop like a legacy of stuff. Like that guy knows how to do this, that. If someone looks at your channel, right, and then they don't see the connection directly, they might think that the channel on Twitch is a fake one. It's not good. So I was like crestfallen. It was like one of those things where, people are already mad at me for something. It was like, and they're already talking about me or something. So I had to be like, okay, 7 rings Ariana Grande. Watch this. Natsumi. To some random person that looks like Natsumi, right? She was wearing white, Natsumi was wearing black. I knew that. So I had to get a reaction. I heard Fusli go, Tool! Oh, I got that reaction. This is how I learned that they were debating about who I was. And they were talking about me. And this is how I was able, you gotta just think 17 steps ahead of people. That's usually what I do in every situation, honestly. I think so many steps ahead. People have no idea what's about to go down right now, especially on TikTok, especially on Twitch. Because look, I can self-verify easy. Let's go off the animations, right? Let's do the outdoor boys bad parent thing. What about my YouTube video? And then I'm not gonna talk about why that video is funny to me and how it's satire of that outdoor boys. I watched the video because it was recommended. And it had millions of views. That's why I was like, why does it have millions of views? Why does this have a million? What is it? Why are people watching? I really asked myself, why are people watching this video of people? This parent was bringing he's like, I'm bringing my 4-year-old child into the tundra, and we're gonna see if we can survive out here with just a backpack and a thing, and then we're gonna go. And it's like, so for a YouTube video, you would just torture your kid with what, 4 degrees Fahrenheit? It's getting to, but then they got, and then I just started doing stuff about streamers, and I did the Greek God X thing, Greek God X. I developed that, the Greek God X, Greek God, my snackies, attackies, and then I can't believe, because last night I had to go through a lot of stuff that I did to verify me, because it's okay, easy. They don't think I'm me. It's the easiest thing I've ever had to do. So let's just do it. Easy. It's are you kidding me? Really? Okay, who am I supposed to be? But they were thinking he's an actor. It's yeah, I am an actor. Why do you think I was able to do the accent so well? It's fine, man. And then okay, then like S-Fan. I'm S-Fan. You know, just like stuff like that. It's just it was all I could do is S-Fan's voice. With I'm S-Fan, and that's it. That's all I could do. Then, you know, oh, the mayor, the town mayor. Come on, Kabuki man, we gotta do this. We gotta go to the town. We gotta get here. You know, do a lot of voices. I mean, I was trained as an actor. Come on. But and just seeing me, they just didn't think that I was me, because they were thinking like, okay, either glasses, afro, or kabuki outfit with the face paint, because that's how I showed up at TwitchCon. So yeah. It's like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And then the Pokemon musical. Let me tell you, I swear. And then like, you know, Valkyrae, or the character, I don't name her Valkyrae until she names herself Valkyrae, because it's a reveal that she's Valkyrae. And she takes over. You've all been tricked! Hi, Valkyrae! No. I don't have kids. I've never been married. And I also don't like feet. I don't know why the streamers are like, you know, feet? Cutest Cinderella on you don't. I take a lap, man. I gotta take a. You don't know how long these streamers have been saying that I like feet or something. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know who said that. It was a complete lie, and it's not something I'm really into at all. So it's like, excuse me. It's like, it's fine, you know. I had to show it with body moves. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. So no, never been married. All right, 28 years old. All right, 28. Okay, 1994, January 18th. All right. And then yeah, and then they kind of like started doing all these things that they thought they knew about me, because they're changing. If you didn't notice, they're changing lyrics. So it's like Austin was basically looking at me, and you know, when he was like, I think they were thinking like, oh, you don't watch Twitch. You don't watch Twitch. You don't watch Twitch. You don't watch us. You know, you're not like, you know. They were really thinking that I was not me. And it's like, wow. It was like, well, he became such a, you know. It was like, no, you're like most of the people are totally just straight up lying about me because they can, because they're more famous. They're just more famous, and their word gets around way faster. That's why I went up to a girl. And I was like, not sue me, right? Just to see if the streamers, you know, would say something, and they did. I was like, okay, this is okay, here we go. Now I gotta do my Batman thing again. All right, how many people are in here who are streamers? How many people are staff? Who are these two dudes with suits on? Okay, that's concerning. I made them laugh too. It was so funny. I made them laugh. I was like, what was happening? And there's like, I think they're like doing this. Supposed to be stoic and concerning. And they spoke like another European language that I did not understand. I was like, okay, oh boy, I don't know what's happening with this. Don't know what this is at all. I don't know what this is at all. I don't know. Oh my god. Hey, you guys talking about Pokemon? I hate that. You know? Pokemon musical, come on. I'm bringing in the 4th dimension. And this time I want to bring in the 10th. Come on. Mixed reality, live animation. Never been done before. What did Jake Paul say? It's been a minute since he said that. All I know is that some guy said London is my country. YouTube, intelligence, social media, intelligence. Yeah, let's go. Everybody's smart. Everybody thinks. No one knows how to Google for some reason. No one knows how to scroll down my YouTube. You can literally just like, oh, that's him in high school. Oh, okay, that's him. Okay, good. Not all this like, okay, fine. Very gullible people, apparently. Holy crap, that's not good. I wonder what else they think of me. That's what I was thinking. Like, I wonder what else they think of me. That's just not true, which is very dangerous for me. Because if they levy resources of people and then those people come around and check and they find nothing, because they will find nothing, it's not on me. I'm like very sorry. I am. So you know, another thing about like female streamers in general, I think a lot of people should start watching female streamers more. Literally, because like, just funnier. There, I said it. I'm serious. It's so much funnier. Because I would much rather watch Lil Pichu do a stream with Sykkuno, right? And then like battling in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then like doing crazier things. It is fun. It's like, it's so fun. It's like, you know, Sykkuno and Leslie keep doing that. And it's like they do it like the show. And it's like, this is funny as hell. It's actually funny. But it's not funny when like streamers kind of like castigate against people in the chat. And it's always like a battle, right? You can't really do that. And you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. It's like, because then as time moves on, the same. Yeah, but it was like really scary because afterwards I kind of stayed, you know, I stayed after the show was over, and then I was able to talk to people, and they came out with a lot of random things, things. They had things to say, you know, but they didn't want to say it. It was very cold. Everybody's back was turned. I was like, okay, this is really weird. Anyone had anything to say? Nothing? Nothing? I was asking. I was like, what is this? What is happening? Why are you guys thinking I'm not me? What is this? And then, like, they said something about, like, you know, man, they said something wild, right? Wild. Out of the blue. It was like, that's not actually a thing at all. Wow. And it's so disrespectful to the girl. I like her. I'll never do something like that. Because then, literally, Valkyrie said, I was there. Impossible. How? How? You know, you think about that. So, Valkyrie claimed that she was around me somehow. Excuse me? But then I can't, I don't know if I can talk about something. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't talk about anything. And then she said something else. And I was like, well, I kind of like, I was like, okay, well, that's great, right? Because in general, to that subject, my core interests are art. So I look out for people, you know, that do art. So there's that. Yeah. And then it's just like, it reminds me, this would have been really brutal. I was almost there. I almost said it. I swear I almost said it. Woo! I almost did it, but I didn't want to. Woo! You know? I almost said like, all right. So basically, there's a thing with Kyuko and Akari, right? But I'm happy for them. Literally. Because I like both of their entertainments and I think they're a great match. And that's it. And it doesn't go anywhere further than that, right? And that's, you know, and so imagine the streamer is trying to egg you on, right? But you're not at all interested. Uh-oh. But in her head, though, when you watch, right, you're pining for that person. Unless you say so. Because you're trying to, there's a line there, right? There's a line with like a lot of streamers. You don't want to like cross any lines by saying something too, you know, forward. You want to know there's a reciprocation. For one streamer that has my core interests, there is a reciprocation. And then literally it's just like, okay, then her, of course, right? All right. Here comes other people to ruin it. And I've been here before, actually, with my ex-girlfriend, right? So it's kind of like a pattern I recognize. It's like, okay, here it comes again, actually. You would be scared too about the size of people, women, doing this type of thing, trying to sabotage, right? By the way, I'm straight. Always have been. Anything beyond that, that's what they were playing at too. Anything beyond that is a lie. And that's kind of scary when you try to date women, isn't it? It's like it's like, but because like, you know, I'm gonna be honest, like, hey, I was in the theater department, I was a theater major, I went into theater. There's no room for you to be homophobic ever, because I don't feel those emotions. So I'm a little bit more comfortable with being straight, wearing cool stuff, you know. I got my ninja shoes on right now. But like, I look like a ninja, you know? So like, people take fashion, me being clean, right? Black nail polish. I don't know. Maybe, maybe he's just, But then dudes will try it. They'll try, hey, are you? And it's like, unfortunately, no. And they're like, dang it. It's like, you're that upset about that. Okay. It's like, okay. Oh. I didn't know it was like that. I just didn't know it was like that. So I try to be cordial with people. You gotta be respectful. No? Hello? Respect? Anyone got respect? Anyone give respect? Huh? You know? We're giving respect out here. 7 virtues? Has anyone heard of the 7 virtues? Like, really? Remember the 7 deadly sins. Deadly. For a reason. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding. I'm not. Oh man, I am not. I've seen plenty to know that that is a past civilization of human beings going like, hey, hey, think about living your life under the 7 virtues, right? And you'll live a nice long life. It'll be really nice for you. Or you go, you can do these things that are deadly. And they said deadly. And it's like, deadly? Really? And then you just look at this year of, how people, and then just go, oh, there's a trend happening here. So with certain people, I notice, and so I'm like, oh, that guy's doing that thing. Okay. I'm just gonna go over here. Go over here, That's kind of why Las Vegas is nice. It's like there's nothing happening, but you're still right next to LA. So every time I need to go to LA, I'm gonna just go, because if there's a work opportunity, I'm gonna just go, right? The land is flat also. The streets are nice. Things are safe. Clean. I don't know how many times people are going to roll their dice. Especially if you're like a live streamer, you can be anywhere. So like for a lot of people in Los Angeles, I am like, yeah, I don't know what to do about that, man. Because I should be happy for people choosing like something that will further their career. But then when they start to regret even being there and then being in that room, it's like, oh no, I can't like put malice on that, right? Kindness. It's fine. You can do something, All right. That's what happened. The cutest general Christmas thing. And then someone in the chat just asked, oh, did you live stream? Why didn't you live stream? Wait, was that here? No, that was in another chat. That was on Twitch chat, yeah. No. That would have been disrespectful, I think. That's why I didn't do that. That's why I don't do that. It's kind of weird, people get an opinion about you and they won't like actually just look at like obvious information to show that like you are actually like, maintaining kindness, temperance, diligence, chastity, charity, patience, to try to make your life better and everybody else's life's better, right? And then they just don't believe you. And it's like, watch this. Watch this. Kind of, it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't say, yeah. I don't know. Something to think about. There's a car. He's leaving. suspiciously. Yeah. See, sometimes I notice everything. I'm like, hey, I do my Batman thing. I do. I didn't look back there. I just look, and then just like, yeah, I'm a very experienced IRL live streamer. What does your viewers? We were like, yeah, they left. Oh. I'm recording this for information for people, for streamers, for them to know. Yes, I'm Butler Bell and Marcus Bell, and please stop twisting my words, please. Especially if it's just like a way to just show a preconceived notion, Preconceived notions are very bad. It is wrath. And then it's like revengeful actions do you wrong and all that. Not good. Streamers are always trying to figure people out in an ideological battle. Especially if I'm kind to you all the time. And then, there's a tight circle, right? And then that circle for you when you get in pressure starts to narrow. And then you step out just a little bit, and then they give you, because they feel like that's you're their core, right? Because you stepped out that just a little slightly, even that's enough. And that's what I notice is a trend, especially with the female streamers. So it's like, okay, I'll take note of that, because I think I need to do double time, because some people feel now a little intimidated by all the stuff I've done in my life. This is why I don't talk about, this is why, from my perspective, it was proper, not to be humble bragging about all the stuff I did, even before streaming. It's gonna make people feel a little bit smaller. That's what happened to my ex-girlfriend. Now this is why I think to myself, okay, will even my next girlfriend do the same thing? Because they're constantly attacking themselves with what they haven't accomplished, what they haven't done. And that's why I try to be no, you gotta let yourself make mistakes. You do. Let yourself make mistakes. It is okay. Especially when you're a gamer and you're making hundreds of thousands of views for playing video games. It's like, hey, I think you can lose a mission or 2 or 5 or 6 or 7 without it being the end of the world, because that might be somebody's enjoyment in there. But if you're so focused on being top tier, quick time actioner, then it's gonna get it's kind of silly to say that. But if you're, Kaide's, focused MLG, she wants to, I'm sure, get to a high level. But she's so hard on herself. And I think there's a lot of women on streaming that want to be just as good as a lot of other people. So I remember this. I'll tell you this straight up. I'll tell you this straight up. Oh man, I can't believe I'm revealing this. But it shows a lot of lining. I know there's a lot of lining with streamers and me, but they do it secretly because they're just constantly keeping tabs, right? All right. So I did some clips. I did a concept on Twitch live for Valorant, and I was like, let's try to mix this up because I'm getting bored. Because I'll just win games. If I just play, I'll win games, and then I'm getting a Radiant. And then it's like, do I want to get the Radiant and waste my life? No. I want to have fun. I want to do something cool. Let's do something funny. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just play with one eye, right? Let's see if that does anything, right? So I play with one eye, and then I was like, actually, let's up the ante. Only a classic pistol, right? And so I got an ace. It's on the clip. It's on YouTube now. It's kind of funny, man. It's like, this is like when I say, like, sell your computer. sell it, sell your computer, sell it. Because it's like, you know, you beat a person with one eye and a classic pistol. Oh, man. Demoralize. Demoralize. It's fun, man. Challenge yourself, man. I don't know, man. Have some fun out here, dude. We're alive. Come on, let's act like it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing. So like, then after that, posted all the clips. Let's say like about 5 hours passed, and then a streamer named Quarter Jade goes live, and I type my normal like, just like, I guess lol, or like anything, like Apple Catspin or something. Then she looked at my username and called me an ableist. Ooh, okay, ableist. Ableist. I was like, whoa. Okay. So people are taking tabs and they're living they're basically judging themselves, reflecting on me, and it's happening in that way, and it's like, this is not really good. I'm like, you know, I don't really know what do I really do with this, you know? Oh man, am I getting under people's skin by just being like, having the most fun I can have while I'm streaming Valorant? And are they comparing themselves to what I'm doing? It's like, well, do you know how many other games I've beaten? I've beaten literally every single video game known to man. I mean, very serious. All the shooters you can imagine. Some people don't even know what Soldier of Fortune 2 is. I played that when I was in middle school because they gave us laptops. But then that was only in that district, and where I moved to my dad, you know, not moved, well, you know, child custody, right? It was like, you know, my dad had to get me one so I can continue to do stuff, you know, districts, you know, where you can kind of see why that is, you know. That's one of those things, why I was able to be in that, you know. Yeah, basically. So basically it's like, that's why I have so much experience with games, and then when I play a game I try to like break it. I try to like, let's see what this does. And so that's why I won a game in Valorant blindfolded. I did that like in 2020, and I was like, well, this game's over. I beat this, and then just recently I won a game. I won a whole game with just knives. Just a knife. You call that a knife? And only Astra can really do that. So it's like, okay, MA. I've never been in MA. I've never been there. Where'd you get that information from? What? What the hell? It's like, YouTube, man, you guys, oh man, my YouTube audience have been always so random. It was like, so like, you know, tractor trailers. Oh, I didn't know that was going on. Did you know there's a tractor trailer strike? No, I didn't know they're striking against companies. Yeah, really bad. It's like, okay, all right. Yeah, he comes confused with someone else then? Okay, oh, there we go. Massachusetts. Yeah. No. Nope. So that explains everything. So yes. Let's recap. Yes. Hello, sirs. Hello. All that stuff, you know. I'm Butler Bell. Of that competition, redacted. Ice Poseidon. You know. Okay. Then, hello, my name is Marcus Bell. Same person. I'm IMDb, right? Backstage.com, right? Spotify, yes. King Walk. You cannot can keep me waiting. You cannot can keep me waiting, girl. can't review. Okay, fine. I can't reveal my choreography. It's supposed to be a surprise. I'm a dancer, man. I can't help it. When I'm like, oh. That's why I think there's a guy. I think his name is iDuke21, and he goes like, he's on TikTok. He does this thing. It's so funny. And that's at TwitchCon. I saw Dan Rue, and people weren't like recognizing him. I was like, do you not know who that is? Like, this is like blowing my mind. This dude can float on the ground with his feet, and he does this like wiggly thing, and it's like he kind of does it perfectly, so smooth. It's like Dan. I was like, this is crazy. This is freaking out. This is Dan. He's just chilling at TwitchCon. I was like, I can't believe this guy is just chilling. I don't know what to do. This is amazing. And so like, okay, there's that. Yes, Calm Serble. Right. I went viral on Reddit, and Nostalgia Critic took my video, posted on his Facebook page, Spirited Away, that went viral, right? I got an audience for that, and then I did a bunch of other videos of Studio Ghibli. Then I did Ponyo. I did Pusha in the Sky, Castle in the Sky, right? I did Howl's Castle. I was like mainly Studio Ghibli stuff, right? It was getting views and stuff. And then I did Porco Rosso, right? I was doing movies, all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, DMCA. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. It was because all it was is plot summaries, right? So like, it's not really egregious. It's fair use, but when they put that thing in there, right? Guess what happens? They do it anyway, right? So I was like, okay, that's out. I gotta move everything, not do anything with Studio Ghibli. Put it on another channel called Calm Serble PV, right? So yes, this is me. Yes. So that's that. All right, I gotta get back to work. Yeah, that's it. By the way, right there, Ford Fusion Hybrid, 2018. Last year, I bought it. You know, put the down payment of $5,000. It wasn't hard to get because it was like a lot of money that you make doing Uber in California, and it's kind of like they let you work longer hours here in Las Vegas to equal that. So I just do. So like, you know, Uber's like $400 to $500 a day. Sometimes, you know, especially in California, you know, you get like $800 a day. 800, you know, by Sunday it'll be 800 because they give you, you know, bonus money. So it's like, you know, there's juice. So people, streamers, I'm pretty sure, didn't think that was happening. So yeah, I already paid off all my stuff on my Corolla, sold it. Hello. Extra spending money and that's it. Whatever, man.